In this video we're going to think about the best grand piano for a small space. It's best to have a grand if you can get one in. Grand actions are better than uprights. And the first one I'd recommend is Bluthner grands. They are one of the very best sounding grand pianos, small grand pianos. We've usually got 2 or 3 of these in stock because we like them so much, and this example here is one that's been fully restored by Bluthners. Quite a variety of ones we have. We've got 3 at the moment. Just listen to the tone here. Now, it might sound a bit quiet for a big room, and in fact in this room that it's currently, which is our workshop store, and as you can see it's pretty sizable, the tone tends to disappear a bit, and it's soft sounding, but don't be deceived by that, because it's the size of the room with a lot to do with it. If you put this into a small room or small area and low ceiling, you're going to get a very different tone. The sound will bounce back off the walls, and especially if you don't have carpet and don't have any things to absorb the sound. Compare that to this Steinway, which is much louder piano. That's not quite in tune, that's just come back from being on higher. Listen to the Bluthner. But that mellow sound is ideal for a small environment. The Steinway is a bit longer, so has more powerful bass. But the problem is that if you get that into a small place, then you'll probably have to dampen the sound down. If you insist on a Steinway or Bosendorfer or other loud sounding piano, then the best thing to do is certainly put a carpet underneath. If the room is small, you're going to have to put drapes, perhaps even tapestries, just to deaden the sound down. You will get it down a long way, but you'd have to actually artificially do it like that. Here's another Steinway. Great pianos, but just a bright sound, as I say, is ideal for a big environment. But think about it, if you want to buy a Steinway for a small room, then as I say, you'd have to get the acoustics down by adding absorbent material. Kawai here, then this 2 is a bright sounding, quite bright sound, perhaps not as strong as a Steinway. This is a Shigeru Kawai. This really, you can get a very mellow sound on this too, because there's such a great action. It's a really high quality modern piano. Another possibility, if your budget doesn't stretch to a Bluthner, is this Welmar here. Welmar was modelled on Bluthners, they imported them. And also has a nice soft sound. It's not quite as soft sounding as the Bluthner, but it's a good piano. Another piano you might consider if you want a 150 centimetre, 4'11" grand like the Bluthners is this Kawai. This is a GM10. And the thing is, it's still quite a bright sound. We can mellow the hammers a bit, but the Bluthners naturally mellow. The weight on this is considerably more than the Bluthner. I put that's 6 £1 coins at 2 pence. It's about 60 grams, and that's about 10 grams heavier than average. Now, if you want to develop your finger muscles, if you're a serious learner, that might be ideal for you. There's 48161, which is a slightly longer piano. It's always best to get a longer piano if you can fit it in, because you get a better bass. But this one goes down at 47.5 grams, which is like the older pianos. So that's a few thoughts about buying a piano for a small room, especially if the ceiling is low, the walls are close. Then the piano will sound a lot louder in your house than it does in a big showroom. This Bluthner Grand, for instance, is just ideal. Bluthner Grand's so well made, so well designed. We have other makes too to compare them with, which are good. But if you buy a Steinway, you'll have to bring the volume down by carpets, curtains, other drapes, tapestries, so on. The Bluthner is ideally made for an environment that is smaller. The action on the Grand is better than the action on an upright in terms of control, so well worth thinking about. This is the Kawai GM10.